All right, and I invited James to give this talk. He gave me the opportunity to do it, so we are collectively, there's a number of us that are collectively happy to provide this. So I want to tell you a little bit about the first MediaWiki edit from space, and I want to tell you, and I want to present to you someone who will tell you about how NASA uses wikis to train astronauts in space for EVAs. So I want to draw attention. This is the map that I showed earlier. We have NASA centers all over, and in the bottom left you can see that we do have one crewed NASA center in orbit, the International Space Station. And let's talk a little bit, one of the perennial topics is, do the astronauts have access to the internet? And this, so first of all, I'm not the expert on this. What I know about this is what I've taught myself in the past couple of weeks in order to give this lightning talk. If it's not technically correct, I apologize, but it's all based on information that came from the people who do provide the internet in the ISS. So first of all, if you look at the article here, it's 2010, so we're talking 15 years ago, and NASA announced that they have extended the World Wide Web into space 15 years ago. The diagram on the right is the complex dance of radio frequency signals that are being bounced around, all of them for the telemetry and everything that's necessary to operate the space station, communicate mission critical things, and in addition to that they added a KU band transmitter, and at certain points of time during its passing over certain base stations, it's able to extend the internet. The problem is that they said it's very slow, and I think somewhere in here I highlighted the idea that it's like an old-time telephone dial-up. It's very, very slow. So they wanted to upgrade it. So here we are with another update from 2014, and so that's only 11 years ago. There was this project called Opals, and its idea was to use laser beams to establish a data link, and they were going to do 10 to 1,000 times faster internet access. The project was moderately successful, but I don't know what the reasons were, but for whatever reasons, in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see that in April of 2017, after 3 years, they announced that for whatever reason, the Opal system, while it had been successful, it wasn't something that they could sustain as a permanent way of doing the internet. What's the point? The point is getting the internet, high-speed internet in the International Space Station is hard. NASA's been working on it for years, and Scott Kelly, in April of 2015, which is 10 years ago, he makes the comment that it's worse than what dial-up was like. I'm using it to answer your question right now. Okay, so we're building up, right, to an exciting moment. So Darren Welsh is James's colleague from a number of years ago. In 2019, okay, we're starting to get a little close to the present day. About 6 years ago, Darren Welsh says Wikipedia has been edited from space. Today, astronaut Christina Koch made the first edit to Wikipedia from space just 5 days after she made the first edit to NASA's ISS Wiki that James talked about earlier. She goes on to say that he goes on to say that it's an internal wiki for the astronauts, instructors, flight controllers, engineers, and everyone else supporting the International Space Station. So Christina Koch makes this edit 6 years ago. Now, 2019, let's think about what was happening, what was about to happen a year later in the world. And let's take a look at what the edit was. So I have the Wikipedia article for Christina Koch on the left, and you can see her user page. And from that, I was able to identify what her wiki contributions were. And so you can see the article on the left is called The List of Spacewalks in 2015 to 2024. And on the right-hand side, what we're seeing is these differences, these diffs. And so every time a wiki article is edited, there is a diff that's generated that allows you to review what changed, what the editor made changes to. So on the right-hand side, we can see that There was an edit made on October 25th of 2019 describing, let's see, one of the spacewalk tasks. And about a month later, Christina Koch from space edits this article to correct, right? We got a Ward Cunningham's law, right? If you guys don't know Ward Cunningham's law, it's the best way to get an answer, the right answer on the internet, is to say something wrong, and someone will show up and fix it. So Christina Koch, following Ward Cunningham's law, corrected the Wikipedia article on the spacewalk. The yellow text is what she eliminated, and the blue is what she corrected. So she simplified and clarified, and that was the first edit of Wikipedia from space. And the last chart I have here is again back to her article on Wikipedia if you want to learn more about her. And then, because it was 2019, we were also planning to do the 2020 MediaWiki users and developers meeting, and with help from her trainer, Darren Welsh, she pre-recorded this video that she wanted to be played at our gathering. And for reasons that everyone can remember from history, 2020 was a complicated year. There were technical difficulties with our meeting that year, and it got lost in the gaps. And so here we are at the Armstrong Test Facility, and I emailed Christina a couple of weeks ago and said, we never really got to do your video justice, and would it be okay if we presented it here at ATF in the spring of 2025? And so I've taken the liberty of doing a transcript of the video that you're going to see, and I'm going to take the microphone down and try to use that to capture the audio from her talk. So she pre-recorded this for us in 2020, and it's taken this long for us to get it out to you.
Hi, my name is Christina Koch, and I recently had the honor of editing a wiki page from space thanks to the help of Darren Welsh, who is my spacewalk instructor. And I wanted to share with you a little bit how we use the wiki concept at NASA. For learning how to spacewalk, which is a huge knowledge base, the wiki concept allowed us to have a reliable source for that dynamic set of information and to allow curiosity to be the guide for learning with the linking concept. I think it's going to continue to serve NASA into the future because on longer duration missions, when astronauts are on their way to the destination, they're going to be looking for meaningful work to do, and a lot of that is going to be training based. So the wiki concept has a role there as well to provide the same sort of training platform as it did for me. So with that, I wanted to say thank you for the work that you do and have a great conference.
And that's for all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Christina.